Hello and welcome to the UEFA Europa League, and let's get straight into it right now. It's going to be Liverpool versus South Coast Rangers, and it will be live right now. Liverpool, 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 South Coast, South Coast, South Coast, South Coast. Zip. We are live in Anfield. It's Liverpool versus South Coast. I'm looking forward to this game. Here we go. I never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. 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 In your heart. And you'll never walk alone. And we are live. This is it. We are live in Anfield. It's Liverpool taking on South Coast in the UEFA Europa League. Let's get straight into it right now. This is it. Liverpool versus South Coast. It's going to be a semi-final of the UEFA Europa League here today. We are live at Anfield. Liverpool didn't win the league on the weekend. They actually bottled it because Arsenal did lose 3-1 in their matchup against Burnley. Liverpool had to beat Wolves on Sunday, but failed to beat Wolves, and they drew 2-2. So, on goal difference, Arsenal win the Premier League title. Liverpool bottled it. But, can they win the Europa League? Obviously, they really qualify for next season's Champions League anyways, but can they win that competition? Here we go. Let's get straight into it right now. The season's over in the Premier League, but they've still got the Europa League to play and the FA Cup to play, so that's good. There's Maximan with the ball here. Oh, shot from Maximan. Now it's Oxlade-Chamberlain with the ball here for... Now is Lamala. Dybala. Oh, blocked there from Silson. Obviously, I got a lot of credit for David Atkinson's team. All this way from the first ever rounds in July in the summer for South Coast in the Europa League, all the way to May, and played in the semi-finals against Liverpool. It's how good they've been. They're not touting even Chelsea. There's a chance for a goal, and South Coast are in front. This is an upset. This is... If South Coast win this game, they're one step away from the final in Baku on the 27th of May. What a goal! And Liverpool have conceded. Oh my God. They didn't win the Premier League, they didn't win. And, well, it seems that the Europa League could be lost. It could be because South Coast have scored. But what was better to say, actually, for South Coast, all this way from the first ever rounds of the competition to qualify all the way to reach the semi-finals has been horrific. They're beating Chelsea on their way to this competition, and South Coast are now leading against Liverpool at Anfield. Very, very good. So South Coast could end up, playing in the final. It could do. Imagine if South Coast win the whole thing. Then that basically means that that could possibly happen. Now Maximan with the ball here, cross for Liverpool here. Here for Dybala, free kick for Liverpool. It's a warning, I think, from one of the South Coast players, Lucas Digna. I can't believe South Coast got an away goal. I can't really believe it. It's 1-0 South Coast, and let's get a free kick. Maximan got slide tackled. That wasn't good. And now is Trent Alexander-Arnold. The header possibly. Oh, saved there from Silzen. Now William Hansberg. Now Lucas Perez. Now Pavard. Maximan. Goal from Maximan. And Liverpool are on level terms. Liverpool have scored. It's 1-1. Goal scorer number 25, Alan St. Maximan. Very good goal from Maximan. And now they're in level terms with South Coast. Well, South Coast do get an away advantage after that away goal. But if they can get if they win the match 3-1 or 4-1, that would be good. But at the moment, it's Liverpool 1 and South Coast 1. Liverpool, 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 Liverpool. Even Steven Gerrard will be very happy on his team back in level terms. Didn't do well on the weekend. Did drop points against Wolves in their last league game of the season. They couldn't win the Premier League title. They couldn't win. Arsenal won it by a goal difference. Liverpool have not won the league title since 1990. They missed out on it. That close from winning it, basically. Now, Alexander-Arnold now. Now, Maximan. But they're in this competition. They've got the FA Cup to play this weekend as well. The semi-finals of the FA. Got to play Brighton. They've got to play Liverpool. So that's that to worry about the most as well. Now, there's a good chance here. Now, Lucas Perez. Olsen. Now, Rules with the ball. Good tackle there from Adam Lamala. Maximan. Going to be a corner now. Maximan's been a lot engaged in this matchup. He has. Now is a chance here for a cross. Oh, crossbar! Oh, that's going to be a goal there. But Silsen was panicking. He was, and he eventually just got the ball off the crossbar there. Very, very good. Coutinho. Oh. And right there, I couldn't believe it. Obviously, Liverpool have been all right. They've been so far. They've been dominating this game. Silsen was panicking that ball could have gone over the line if he didn't even that was going to tip over in the net, but he just punched it away before that went in. But Liverpool been all over South Coast here. It's a chance for Liverpool here. Will Hansberg, and that could be an own goal, but there's going to be a corner now again for Liverpool. Liverpool been all over them. Liverpool, 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 Liverpool. You're never gonna stop. Nah, Shankly. We're never gonna up. We are the loyal supporters. And we come from Liverpool. Ole, ole, ole. Dun, dun, ole, ole, ole. Dun, dun, ole, ole, ole. Hey, ole, ole, ole. We conquered all Europe. We're never gonna stop. From Steven Gerrard to Bill Shankly. We won everything love. We're supposed. There's a chance for South Coast here. Go! 2-1 South Coast. And Liverpool have conceded in the semi-finals against a Republican team. This club are not favourites at all to go all the way to the semi-finals, but they have done. And Atkinson's going over the sidelines, over the top he has. And that is something he'd be very proud of. And South Coast are now 2-1 up against Liverpool. How shocking is this in the Europa League semi-finals? Very, very good. Goal, 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 goal. Boateng scored. The former Barcelona midfielder himself scored an equaliser. And even Atkinson's over the top on the sidelines. He knows that that's important for South Coast's hopes, possibly. Now it's Philip Coutinho with the ball. Good chance here. Oh, Oxlade-Chamberlain. I remember Chamberlain scored that last-minute goal against AC Milan in their last round. They did actually, in fact, and they actually won it because of it as well. That was 2-1 in aggregate. It was 1-0 in aggregate. AC Milan did get the goal, and if it was, and then Liverpool scored at Anfield in the second leg to make it 1 apiece and aggregate. If it stayed like that, then Liverpool would be out. But then Liverpool scored a last-minute goal to make it 2-0, but 2-1 in aggregate by Oxlade-Chamberlain to qualify for this round. Anyways, there's a chance here now for Henderson. At Maximan. Oh! Well, I think Liverpool don't really matter for them because they already qualified for because they're planning it already in the Champions League next season anyways. Liverpool, because they qualified in the Premier League, they came second in the Premiership, so they look like this doesn't really matter for Liverpool really to win this competition. It doesn't concern them one bit. It doesn't. But if they are Salkas go through then that'll be for them be good because they need to, if they win this Europa League, then they'll qualify for Champions League with the big teams. There will be South Coast, and South Coast are not a big club. They are an average team now. They're not as like a team will compete all the way, but it could happen. It could. But 2-1 South Coast and in the first leg of the Europa League against Liverpool at Anfield. Now it's Lenana now. Now Philip Coutinho. Chance here for Dybala. Dybala, way. Yeah, Dybala could have made it 2-2 possibly there. Morales now Dybala. Oh. Foot. And that's half time at Anfield. South Coast 2, Liverpool 1. South Coast looks like they're stunned Liverpool at Anfield like they did against Chelsea in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Half-time score, Liverpool 1, South Coast 2. If we can...
The action is back on the way. Liverpool need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution.
Live, it's going to be live here today. Liverpool versus South Coast. South Coast are leading 2-1 against Liverpool at Anfield, and that is big. That is in the UEFA Europa League. If they actually end up getting the result here today, if they actually win, that'd be a good leg. It'll be a good first leg. There's a chance here for a goal, and defending was very good there for Liverpool. Now Coutinho with the ball. Now Alan Maximan now. The ball here to Dybala. Now Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Coutinho. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold with the ball. Cross in the box here. Oh, Liverpool could have scored there from Andy Robinson. Very close from Andy Robertson. It could have been a goal there to make it 2-2 in the leg. Maximan passed the ball all the way to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He just crossed it in for a dive to make it a goal, possibly, but went wide it did. Chance here. It could have been 2-2 maybe, but okay. There's a chance here for Oxlade-Chamberlain. Robertson. Lost the ball now to Lucas Perez for South Coast here. Goal for South Coast! Another away goal. And what a goal for South Coast. Atkinson, the manager for South Coast, is over the moon, he is. I can't believe South Coast are leading 3-1 at Anfield at Liverpool Stadium. Even he said in his interview earlier before the game begins that this could be a challenging game because Liverpool they are the most successful European team in the whole of Europe. But beating them today will be a miracle. And they've done the same thing like they did against Chelsea in the previous matchup. Beat them. It's 3-1 South Coast. Maybe one more step away from the final, possibly in Baku. They could go through to the Baku final. But Liverpool are losing 3-1 to South Coast. So that's big, that is. Very, very big. 3-1 South Coast here. Now Pavard. Now Alexander-Arnold. Now Flipley. Now is Alan Lamar. Now, oh God, now on the ball. Boateng here. He's been very, very good. Now Lucas Perez on the long range from Perez. And wide. South Coast have had a good European journey they've been. They're not even that good team, they're not. The only qualifier, because Angelotti was manager at South Coast last year, got them into 8th position. He resigned. And then, because he wanted to get a new job, a big club. And then, David Atkinson's now manager. And he just actually made them as a big European tour for all the games they've played. A long road to the final they've been. From the first ever rounds in the summer last year, all the way to maybe a Baku, possibly final potential. If they win the whole Europa League, they'll play in the Champions League next year. So that's big, that's going to be. Now there's a chance here for Maximan. Robertson. Andy Robertson here. Oh, God, he's trying to sweaty it, but no one wasn't there for him. Now Adam Lamala now the ball. Now there's a chance for Maximan. And a save there from Silzen, the goalkeeper for South Coast. Now Perez, just letting you know, coming up after this, could be a real proper matchup between two teams. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United are playing against Georgetown City. Both managers have to win this competition if they've got a chance on Champions League. It's a lot of pressure for both teams. Mourinho's team obviously are not in the top 4 currently in the Premier League. However, Man United have actually finished this off the season this weekend and they couldn't qualify in the top 4. They had to miss out on that into 5th position. But if they win the Europa League this year, then they'll play in the Champions League with that 5th place possibly. So it is big for Man United. It's big for Manchester United themselves as well. That could happen, but Man United will be playing against Georgetown City coming up after this. But it's big game because both teams are not in the top 4 themselves at the moment. Obviously, Man United have really got the season finished anyways or over. So they've got to win this competition to try. That's important for Man United. It's important for them to win the whole thing. I think Solskjaer's more on that focus point. It's this game, really. Now it's a chance here, maybe. Now, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Chance here for Maximan. Now Coutinho. Maximan. Now is Rento Sanchez. Now is Lucas Perez here. Oh. A very good game it's been today. It's been a very good game. It's 3-1 to South Coast. It could have been 4-1, it could have been. Well, Liverpool's going to take off Trent Alexander and then go at Klein on instead. And now Oxlade-Chamberlain comes off and now Alberto Romero comes on. South Coast have been a little bit, not good possession, but they've won the game. 3-1, I can't believe it. Liverpool have to win 2-0 at the South Camp Stadium next week if they want to go through. Liverpool have to win 2-0 next week. It's all over. Liverpool have lost at Anfield against the smallest Republican team. Not favourites to win this match. Not favourites to even go to the semi-finals of this competition. But they are. They won the first leg. Full-time score. Liverpool 1. South Coast 3. I think Liverpool don't really care about this competition because they're already qualified anyway for next season's Champions League campaign. But at least they can maybe have a good maybe at least they can play a bit of pride though for it though. But they've got the FA Cup to worry about themselves against Brighton. They've got to play this week as well. I mean on the weekend on the UK show. But Liverpool did miss out on that Premier League title on that Sunday. It was bad, and even today against South Coast was even a lot badder. But it is what it is, and let's get straight to the next matchup coming up in a few moments' time between City and Manchester United. Georgetown City versus Manchester United, and that's coming up next after the interview.